Hi students, today we will discuss about the rules and regulations that you must follow in the computer laboratory or your computer class. First rule, when you enter or leave the computer lab, you must leave quietly because there are some other classes who are working. You must not disturb other classes when you are going into the computer laboratory. Second rule, you must make sure that your hands are clean before using the computer. Why? If your hands are not clean, it means that it contains dirt. The dirt will deposit on the keyboard. If there are dust in your hands, the dust will deposit on the keyboard while you are typing keys. Therefore, when the keyboard or the monitor is filled with dirt, you will see pests like cockroach will start coming into the computer lab. Therefore, if some pests enter in the keyboard inside or inside the system unit, the computer will be damaged. Therefore, you must ensure that your hands are clean. If they are not clean, you must wash your hand and ensure that your hand is dry. If your hand is not dry and you touch by mistake any electrical wires, you may get electrical shock. Third rule, I do not eat or drink in the computer lab. If you eat or drink in the computer lab, the food particles may fall on the keyboard, thus causing pests like cockroach, rat to come into the computer lab eating the electrical wires and thus destroy the computers. If ever you feel hungry, ask your teacher, may I go into my class and drink a little water? And then you come back into your computer class. Rule number 4. I keep the computer lab clean. To keep it clean, you must use the dustbin. If you have to throw a paper or you have any dust, anything that will cause dirt or will cause the cloth to become dirty, pick it up and throw it in the dustbin. Rule number 5. I wait for my teacher's permission before using my computer. It may be that when you enter the class, the computer is already on. It doesn't mean that you have to start using the computer. You must listen to the instruction of the teacher. If the teacher is explaining something, you must listen to the teacher. It may be that she is giving you some instruction how to do the work on the computer. Therefore, listen well to the teacher, what is he or she saying, then you work on your computer. When he is giving you some exercise on the computer, then you can use the computer. Rule number 6. I do not touch the screen. When someone touches the screen too often, the screen may get damaged, or your hand may be dirty. Thus, when you touch the screen more often, you won't be able to see what is displayed on your monitor. Therefore, make sure your hand is clean and avoid touching the screen. Rule number 7. Do not run in the lab. Even though you have finished the exercise provided by your teacher, it doesn't mean that you must run around the lab. There may be electrical wires downstairs where the computers have been installed. There may be some electrical wires downstairs. Therefore, you might fall, you might also get hurt. Therefore, once you have finished your work, you sit in your place until the class is finished. Then you push your chair in, inside the table and put and go in line and go back to your class. Rule number 8. I do not touch cables, electrical sockets and plugs. It may be that your hands are wet, and when your hands are wet, you might get electrical shock. So when you go into the computer lab, ask your teacher to switch on the electrical socket. Okay? Rule number 9. I tell my teacher if I have problems with the computer. If your computer isn't working well, or you see that there is a problem with your computer, don't start pressing keys on your system unit or keyboard. Raise your hand and tell your teacher that there is a problem with your computer. If you do something else, it might destroy the computer. Rule number 10. I push my chair under the table before leaving the computer lab. Why should you push your chair under the table? Because when all the pupils are going out of the class, they might get hurt if you don't push your chair. Therefore, take a good habit to push your chair, then take your book, your pen, everything with you, then you can leave the class. Rule number 11. Do not move or change or delete the files on the computer. When you switch on your computer, there are work that have been saved on it. It may be that the teacher have conducted a test for students. If you move the file, you change its place. You change the name of the files. You delete the file from the computer. It will cause a problem for the teacher. Therefore, don't do it and follow the instruction given by the teacher. If the teacher is telling you to open the Microsoft Word, or open the software, open Microsoft Word, do not take another file found on the computer and do something with it. Okay? Okay, this is the last rule. I hope you have understood this lesson and you will apply it when you go into your computer class or your computer lab. Thank you for your attention.